Globally, we waste about a third of our food that's produced, and we waste it at different parts along the supply chain. So we waste it in the production, in the orchards and in the fields. We waste it as we are supplying it through to the customers, and we waste it in the market and in the consumers' homes. We want to make sure that the food that we produce is all used so that we're not causing any damage to the environment, fills up landfills, it produces methane, you get greenhouse gases produced, we have climate change issues.
I work in seafood, and that's a bit different to other sectors because we don't actually talk about waste, we talk about byproducts. Mainly because most of the material that isn't fish gets used for other things already. Waste is quite a difficult word because it sort of suggests that it has no value, whereas for us, what we're looking at is what we can do with material to make it valuable and more valuable than it is already. I think one of the first things we need to do is change how we look at raw materials. Because the traditional way, and we see this in the seafood industry as well, is you see your fish, you see the fillets, and then the rest of it is stuff. So you need to look at it as a whole and look at all of the components that are in it and what you can do with them so that you get the best value out. With a fish, somewhere between 40 and 60% of the fish isn't fillet. They have a huge range of uses. I think everyone knows about omega-3 fish oils, but there's a whole lot of other things. There's lots of proteins. Most of the infrastructure is in place to actually do things already with the byproducts that we get from seafood processing. So we don't like to use the word waste. We like to see it as an opportunity to do new things and to make new products.
Plant and Food Research has a number of initiatives in this area of full utilisation. We're designing new plants that can produce foods that are valued by the consumer. They taste great, they have the right nutritional profile. We're also doing work looking at how we might be able to add value to the seconds and the thirds and those byproduct or co-streams of primary production. They can't be sold on the export market, but then we can make them into juices or we can make them into purees. If there's food waste streams or streams of food that can't be eaten anymore, then maybe we can convert them into feed for animals. So we're looking at a range of different initiatives in that space as well.
Cybermarine is all about the development of a new sort of factory that will revolutionise the way marine products are processed in New Zealand. So you might have male hoki coming in the morning, and then you've got female hoki coming in the afternoon, and they're actually compositionally really different. So we have to be able to work out what's going on immediately. That's based not only on what's in it, but also on what the market wants. So that's driving the algorithms around how we choose to process. Eventually we get to the point where hopefully the whole factory will be autonomous or with very few people. Everything is green, low energy, because that's really important as well. And it uses absolutely everything that comes in to make higher value products.
So at home we can reduce our waste by planning our meals, by not being afraid of the uglies. You get seconds, you get odd-shaped fruit, they still taste great, they still have the right nutritional value. And we should be thinking about the seasonality of particularly fruits and vegetables.